climate change can increase the frequency with which flooding happens. It increases the volume of water supply, and it is now going to change the biogeochemistry of the site. For instance, when the area gets flooded, we can have the pH going high. So we say that there's more hydrolysis. Now, because there's more hydrolysis, when the pH goes high, it means that all those elements that are in the soil, cations, or 2 types of what is called heavy metals, positive and negative. For the positive ones, when the pH goes high, their release become suppressed. Now, for the negative ones, when the pH goes high, their release become enhanced. So when the area gets more flooded, pH goes up because you realize that the proton, which is the hydrogen, is consumed. So you have more of what? Hydroxyl ions, which is more or less like negative ions. These negative ions will now cause those anions that are in the soil to become more weapons. Okay, so flooding causes all these things, and these are all associated with climate change regimes. Now, let me give you an example of a study that was done by one man called Monte, 2017, flooding caused by climate change in the US. Then he found out that in those areas that are more impacted with climate change, we have issues with what? Mobilization of what? Arsenic 3. Arsenic 3 is more toxic than arsenic 5. So in areas where there's more flooding, we cause more of what? Arsenic 3 to be dominant in our food chain, in our water bodies, and the effect is become high. As we have another one like what? Chromium 6 and chromium 5. So when climate change happens and there's dry spells, we have more dominant of what? Chromium 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so chromium 6 will become more dominant, and now that will cause it what? Ramifications on humans. So those are some of the ramifications of climate change on, especially influencing the species of the element in question.
Okay. In many developing countries, informal settlements and artisanal small-scale mining communities are especially more vulnerable to flooding. What unique environmental and health risks do these communities face?